Welcome to the Service Life Demo, the maintenance program that helps you keep up with the service life of your components and airframe parts. We're very excited to release our online version. We've had the desktop version available for many years. We also have future plans for Service Life to become a full maintenance program. For now, let's walk through what Service Life has to offer. First, you'll log in with your store account, username, and password. This will bring you to the Vehicles menu, where you can see we set up 2 vehicles. N12345 currently has airframe parts and components. As you can see, it gives you the ability to preview the active components and airframes for your vehicles. Now, let's click on Components. Here you can see we have created some already. You can filter for a specific vehicle to see just the components for that vehicle. Now, we'll go ahead and add a brand new part. You can click on the Add button or the Duplicate button to add a part. Sometimes parts will have similar information, so Duplicate allows you a faster way of creating that new part. Click on Duplicate, select the vehicle for your part, enter a serial number and part number for the part. You'll also see that duplicating kept some of the same information, the description, the cycle factors, the flight count factors, and the cycle life limits. You'll also notice some red stars, showing that some of these fields are required. If you purchased a used part, you can also enter a beginning cycle for that part. Once finished, click on Create Component. You can also create a brand new part by clicking on Add and filling out all of the appropriate information. Now, we'll go to the Airframes page. Here you'll see quite a few airframe parts that we've added. You can duplicate parts here as well by locating a similar part and clicking the Duplicate button. Assign a plane, enter in the part number and any limit information if not the same as the original part. Airframes also allow you to track flight limits and date limits for your parts. Once you have entered in the required information, click on Create Airframe. You can also create a new part by clicking the Add button in the upper right-hand corner. Now we'll click on Flight Data. It's currently empty, so we'll click on the Add button. You can select your vehicle, date, TAC hours, flights, starts, and invoice the data references to. Eventually, we'll have it interface with Chem-Man, allowing you to enter flight data per invoice on your Chem-Man account, but you'll still be able to add flight data using the Add button. Once finished, click on Save. As soon as you save, it calculates your cycles consumed and updates your Service Life Limits report. The Service Life Limits report is a useful tool that reports the service life details for your components and your airframes. This report will show you your parts labeled with the parts, serial numbers, part numbers, flights and starts, cycles consumed, and cycles remaining. Down on the airframe parts, we have some that use flights or hour limits, and some use time limits, so they show a time remaining relative to the date you entered for the part. We are working on adding customers to our system and adding notifications that will allow you to define a certain percentage, so our system will notify you via email or text when it reaches that point. We are very excited for Phase 1 of Service Life. We also plan on having quite a few add-ons for maintenance users. Let's go ahead and walk through how to set up a user. We will create the first user for your account, allowing you to set up new users with that login. To do so, you'll go to Users, click on Add, enter in the first and last name, then enter a username and provide them with the password. For additional security, you can use our Automatically Generate New Password button, which will give you a randomly generated strong password for your user. Now, you can apply page permissions for your user. It will limit what screens they will be able to see, and if you want them to be able to add or edit data, you will also check the Edit checkbox as well. Thank you for listening to our Service Life demo. If you have any questions, give us a call at 870-238-9222. Thank you.